I'm a 3D artist, and in this video, I designed MrBeast a custom. Appreciate if you subscribe. The first step in making something like this is coming up with a good tube's design process. If I've learned anything from my years of emotional pain, principles from others. I scoured the internet for anything and everything I could use. Whatever I made still had to follow a set of rules. Rule number 1. The last play button, I want it to have a more cubic shape. That way it still looks impressive, but is a lot. Play button is the red diamond in the center. Therefore, the new award has to include without one. I have no idea how to get those, but I do have a plan. Please. Basic rules out of the way, I started gathering reference. I went through thousands of images, and eventually I had a basic design in mind. MrBeast's 100 million, the exact same thing last time, but this time, it's 3D. I don't know what started sculpting. Sculpting is one of those things that takes way too much time, so State of Survival is a free mobile game with how do you speak of this game? That's a dog with a minigun. I'm getting distracted, I gotta keep. You see, in State of Survival, there's a million ways to survive. Will he say unique backstories like this guy with a mutated arm? Or maybe you will choose silence. Where did she get that? Download State of Survival now using my linkings, which will be announced within a month. 4 miserable hours later, after I had it so far, but I need to tone it down a lot. If I continued on like this, there's shapes that I've used in every one of my projects. I looked my masterpiece version. It looks way better in my opinion, so I made hundreds of versions to tell, knowing that it is now a triangle. It is what it is, simple as that. I've always been a big have been made in the past. It's usually out of bent sheet metal, not solid aluminum until it's finished. But there is one big problem. Right now, this isn't a MrBeast bolt. For 50 million subscribers, I made the lightning bolt out of titanium, the sculpture. I decided it would be best if the lightning bolts were also faceted, but especially when the light hits it. But we're still missing the most important part. Remember, this is back about. It could go in a variety of places, but thankfully, I think I've got started blocking out the red diamond shape. Designing crystals like this isn't easy, but right now there's still one major piece missing. The award looks incomplete because and to add the final aspect to the design. Now there's a lot of ways to go of the head, but none of them worked out quite how I'd have liked them to. But after a while, rocks being pulled apart out of bronze. The organic look of the metal, the new object would be a liquid-like shape that curls up from the base, and in hours of sculpting and countless variations, it was finally starting to get face because there's way less reference to go off of. I never quite decided whether I was going to look at the facing the crystals. I haven't seen any other awards that look like. I'm gonna go with the second one. To wrap things up, let's talk materials. The face would be real red diamonds like they use in the real ones, and the base and connect edgy aesthetic. Also, it looks like milk. I guess it could also be glass. To slap on that congratulations text and be able to confidently say play button. MrBeast is a busy guy, so if you want him to see this, I need a tweet. Don't have Twitter? Get Twitter. If not for me, for him. And without his name, he changed it once.